Ooh. That's the 8 o'clock scroll. Okay. Nothing moving yet. We've got empty. There's no volume there. Did move up. Moved up nice. On the 8 of hours. Morning, first thing this morning. No volume there. I've been up at 29s. It's now down at 17. So. Hey, Dave. Good afternoon, Eddie. Bootcamp Windows, yeah. Just try VMware. It's VMware Workspace for Windows for Mac. Okay, so state of the morning is that there is no state. There's nothing moving. Nuro, Munich. Those really, I mean, we had Snti popped up, then popped down again. So again, not without any catalyst. Most of these haven't got a catalyst. A Munich has got a catalyst, but most of them haven't. So what I would say is, if there's you see something moving pre-market and it's no catalyst, then just be careful that it's not a pump and dump. And if it does have a catalyst, but the catalyst is a couple of days old, like 3 or 4 days old, just be wary that these garbage companies that are not making any money, that's an opportunity for them to actually make money by releasing a secondary offering into the market. So just be wary. Yeah, I saw that pop up, Anthony. Breaking highs. Let's have a look at what's the reason for it breaking highs. Does this have a catalyst? So this is SC Pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals is the way it's got it. Pharmaceuticals announces 100 million debt financing agreement with Oaktree. It also announces 5 minutes before that FDA approval of Furoskix, the first and only self-administered subcutaneous loop diuretic for at-home treatment of congestion of chronic heart failure. Oh, nice. When you can get it. So that's a good catalyst. Let's take a look at this. So SCPH. 20. $16.90 is the high of this candle. If this is a pullback, we're looking for $16.20. To find support at this $1. I just entered for the break of 6.10. I got filled at 6.13. So let's see what this brings. I've not been to Anfield for ages. Actually, it's not as simple as that, Teddy, either. So just as I entered, it pulls back. Go figure. So it's not as simple as that either. It's got to be availability. The way that they've got it now, you have to just being able to afford the ticket is not enough. The demand is so high that it's difficult. So what I normally do is I go through one of these travel companies when I go. Get on a bus and they put you up in a hotel and they give you the tickets, and it's you know, you pay a couple £100 for the make a weekend of it. Yeah, it is a federal holiday today. It's Columbus Day. So probably not a day for celebration if you're Indigenous, but for the rest of you, morning scalper, good to see you again. Alphabet. So today we're starting with 73k in our account. So Mtron is the first one with a catalyst. Well, we've got Immunix as well. Seeing SCPH, which is this one. Wanted to bounce at the whole dollar, but we'll hold till we've bounced on the VWAP once. We'll go for another VWAP bounce, which is currently 82. Get it, we'll add for the break of 6 on the way back up. Otherwise, we'll get it. On the second pullback, so the second pullback should be fairly reliable. It's usually fairly reliable. It's the third one that can be a bit iffy. This is not bouncing on the VWAP. $84 on the bid, 85 on the ask. VWAP's 82. Yeah, I get it. That didn't go my way. I'm expecting that to go better. I'll look to get back in a second. Wait for the pullback to complete. It doesn't work that way, Teddy. The economies of scale, because likewise, it's you can lose more as well. You end up swinging bigger. If you've got a bigger account, you swing bigger. But the economies of scale just aren't there. You get to about 300,000, 250 to 300,000 or whatever in the account, and you end up losing money. You plateau. You can't continue to make bigger and bigger gains, because trading low cap stocks, you have to make bigger gains on the same moves. You have to take bigger share size, which means you're reducing the liquidity in the flow. So there's a whole knock-on effect. There's always got to be a, it's a zero-sum market. So for every time you're a buyer, there's always got to be a seller, and every time you're a seller, there's always got to be a buyer. If you take 50,000 shares, how do you unload 50,000 shares on a 2 million float 2 million float stock? You unload 50,000 shares, you're going to tank the price, and you're going to get a whole lot of slippage, or you're just not going to get filled. I don't know about that, Pen. It's a bank holiday, not a market holiday. So while the banks are closed, the hedge funds are not, and all the retail traders are not either. So, hey Lexter. So this popped up, good catalyst. What I like to say is that a decent catalyst popped up, and then lost all its gains. It's about to bounce on the red-green line. That is horrible. It looks like we're going to get quite a bit of volatility in the bioscience sector today. There's a lot moving on just sector volatility rather than an individual catalyst. So we've got Immunix, Ematics, Neurometrics, all of these stocks. Wow, that's a hard sell-off when it's just had such a positive well, that didn't last. Has there been a correction on the press release? That's the question. Have a look. So 100 million debt financing agreement with Oaktree. Yeah, that's fine. FDA approval of furosemide injection. That just makes no sense. Why it would just pop up and sell off like that, other than manipulation. I don't like saying that because it makes me sound like a tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorist, you know? Hey, Captain. Well, bounced and didn't do anything. The markets are just sideways at the moment, the overall market. So look at the S&P 500, it's pretty flat. So this line here that I've got drawn that from a couple of months ago, this is the lows from June to 362.50. So we're below the lows of June. We're not below the annual lows, which took place at the end of last month. That's just makes no sense, that movement. Move up good 25% and then sell off exactly the same amount. Actually moved up 50% and sold off 25%, so it's the same amount but different percentages. Oh, it's sold off 30%. Could give us an opportunity to make money back though if it decides to move back up again. A lot of red, and it's decent volume on the red candles as well, so that kind of worries me a little bit. 150,000 shares a minute on those 3 red candles. That big 5-minute red candle was over 500,000 shares, nearly 600,000 shares in that 5 minutes. Maybe it was me selling at it's a decent sized float. I mean, 15.5 million on the float. No real short interest, so wasn't people trying to improve on the position? I don't know. Let's see. Nice one, Derek. You're sitting on TikTok, you don't pay tax, buddy. So we get the odd trill coming on here looking for attention, so just don't give it to him. By the way, it's not 12 p.m. Derek, so just so you know, you need to learn to tell your time before you go and start trolling people. Oh, I missed that move. Nuro's looking okay. Thematic's not so much. I mean, it's 14% move on the day, but it's very low volume. Can't really trade that kind of volume. Sober Safe making a move up on very low volume. Just wait now, I guess. If we get SCPH moves back up to 525, it might move back up. Ideally, you want it back up above the VWAP, but that just was a strange move. That's why. Looking for 10 cents. Almost got it. Unlocked in 200 bucks. So let's see if we can't get some more. Look for the break of the $half. Add to the position. Break of the $half and the move up. That's an exit, that's a reversal. Needs to fill that wick. Showing on all three time frames, all three lower time frames. So a little bit of a warning sign that's saying reversal. Needs to get back up to the $half on this candle or we exit. That's supported for 30 cents. Hey, Alistair. I didn't get the breakout on that one that I wanted to, that's for sure. I'll look for the re-entry at 540. High of this candle now is 36, coming up to the top of the minute. $43 on the 2, still $5.50 on the 5. That was a little bit double triggered. Locked in a bit at the $0.50, just in case you've got a bit of resistance up there. Add back if we don't. Needs to break the $0.50 now, otherwise we've got ourselves a double top with the devil horns on the 1 and 2 minute. Hey Tamimi. The company is in Munich, not as in immunity as opposed to the German city. And it's moving up on $60 million worth of oversubscribed PIPE financing. Private placement equity financing, I think, is the correct terminology. Lock in a few more gains, added to the position, locked a few more gains. So I'm scaling up, looking for the move up. Just broke new highs there, briefly. Take a little bit off, reduce the exposure. I'm just not liking those up wicks. Not moving up as quickly as I would like. Those up wicks are a bit of a concern. It's an indication of, we've got a doji on the 5 minutes, which is an indication of selling pressure. It's looking a bit weak right now. Just going to take half off just to reduce the exposure there, just in case it does decide to pull back. There we go. Moved up. No, it wasn't. It wasn't highly shorted, Lex. I have no idea. It wasn't highly shorted. It's a bit of a strange one. That the movement on that was very strange, especially with when the catalyst seemed at the face of it very good. So. Well, $0.50 now my average cost. I've just bought back in at $5.54, so my $0.50 is now my average cost. I'm looking for a move up to $5.60. We're 53 on the ask, so high of day currently is $5.60, so I want to break that next time out. I'll retest it. 59 on the ask right now. I broke it. Okay. Just take a little bit off at the top. And it takes us green on the trade for now. $25 out of that. It's no good. Go away. We've not got enough likes to give you any treats yet. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait with this one now. I'll get out if it breaks even below the $0.50, and I will exit. Just kind of almost a scratch trade. All the thing I've really wasted is a bit of time. See if it moves up. If it breaks the $0.75 level, then I'll look at increasing my position again. This is the momentum stock of the moment. Very good relative volume as well. high of this candle's 59, so nobody asked for your opinion. Added to the position for the break of 560, but the risk now is 8 cents, so the $0.50 again. High of day so far is 65. We're looking for the $0.75 level now. Well, we've got resistance at this level previously. 550s, 555. Already gone past that. Next level really $0.75. On 56 on the ask, 54 on the bid, so the spreads are only 2 cents. That's not too bad. There is only it's $5 stock. $65 is the high of day. I want to see a break of 65 before we move on to 64 there on the ask. Try again. Okay, so 52. Hey, love, how you doing? I'm okay. Five-minute pullback. All of the previous candles 45. minutes on the 20. Seven is the high, 40 is the low. $30 million flow. It's not. Oh, hang on a minute. Sober Safe just made a big move up. I'll just stick that on this chart here. Huge move up. It's up at 339s. It was at 250. It's made a 90 cent move in the last couple of minutes. That's Sober Safe. SOBR. If you wanted to know it. Sober Safe. So I'm looking for 560 here. We'll move back up, test the highs of 565, which is currently the high of day. Pre-market high, if you will. Sober Safe just made a huge 90 cent move over the course of 5 minutes. Well, 10 minutes. This is still the top mover on the day at the moment. This is Munich. Is the company ticker IMUX. I guess it must be a Munich. IMMUNIC. But we'll figure. Sober Safe. Why is that moving up? That's a good question. Nobody seems to have asked me yet. Okay, so Sober Safe shares are trading higher after the company announced a relationship with a distributor with ties to air, rail and shipping industries. So it's a distribution agreement released for Sober Safe. They also expanded to New York metro market via the same distributor. So Sober Safe got a good catalyst, moving up 7.5 million, 7.9 million float. Currently trading at 330s. Remember to, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. Really helps with the algorithm for me. So don't be shy. You know you want to, do it now. If you're on TikTok, hit the screen. Well, don't have to hit the screen. I don't want you breaking your phone or your tablet or whatever you're watching on. But tap the screen 10 times. As I say, it just helps with the algorithm, pushes it out to more people. Let's get the like counts up on both YouTube and TikTok. Well, I'm not going short here. Yeah, got it. It comes from this scan. So I click the when I see this when I see the stock moving up, Eddie, I just click the link. Just click the Sober Safe link, and then it pulls up the page with all the details. So it gives me the catalyst, it gives me the float, it gives me, you know, all accounts. I can even go into the balance sheet or whatever it is. So that's where I'm getting it from Benzinga. Yeah. The spreads have widened a little bit. That's usually actually going back to normal now. So we're getting a. I was going to say it's usually a sign of a reduction in liquidity and less people trading it, which you can see from the volume as well. So we just need the volume to increase. Get over that 560. I'm placing limit orders every time, so I'm usually selling on the I try and sell on the ask, but I always give a bit of tolerance, so it's usually marketable orders that I'm putting. They're not market orders, but they're marketable. I'll just take some off, lock in a little bit there. Still got 10,000 shares. I wanted to see if we can break the high of day here. Not quite. Try it again. I'm not seeing any sellers at 65. A couple at 62. One at 70. Not seeing any at 65. Don't know why that is. Like you said to me, maybe. That's right. Limit orders with an offset. Depends if I'm using hotkeys or if I'm using hot buttons. Alternatively, you can just put your limit order into the montage and do it that way. I'm looking. So I spotted. I spotted Sober on the signals chart, high of day. It's price spikes. We got multiple price spikes, high of day price spikes. So that's why I spotted SOBR on the signals. Then it popped up on the momentum scanners. I looked at it on the ticker sheet for the details, and that's where I got it from, Eddie. I don't know what you're trying to do there, but you can't post links, and nobody's going to follow that link. It's not a clickable link, you muppet. Trying to spam the chat with links that nobody's going to click. You're an idiot. But it just proves why people won't click it, because who's going to follow a link of an idiot? Moron. Putting Telegram links in the chat that are not clickable. That's one of the good things about about TikTok is you can't put clickable links in the chat, whereas you can on YouTube. And a lot of the time, the YouTube ones are a pain in the hole. I mean, people come on yeah, they might have some scam channel on that's Telegram, I think that one. Some scam channel on Telegram that they'll put the link in. There's no context. They're just hoping people will click on it. And they're like, but it's not even a clickable link. So you just come in, put a link that nobody's ever going to click on. You just wasted your time. I mean, you're not even a bot. That at least a bot would be doing it where it's effective. Morons. But then again, if they're resorting to scamming people for a living, then their IQ probably isn't of the highest caliber. Probably got a shoe size bigger than their IQ. No, I don't think it's coming through either. I think I'm just going to Okay, I'm just going to take some off there just in case. There we go. We broke it. We broke that 65. Can we go on and break the half $quarter? No. I'm going to get out then. All right, we made $1,000. We made 1,000. Patience was the word there. It's it might go on, it might pull back, but it's been finding it difficult. It's just, let's have a look at Sober Safe. So I spotted this as it started to move up. It hit the signals scanner of the high day momentum scanner. So hit the signals. I got in. I saw this move up. I was watching it on the other chart. Obviously, big move from kind of 250 up to 340. That's 90 cents. 345. The whole 90 cents move on the day. So that's a big move in a very short space of time. So that could be one to watch. What happened here, I don't know. So I checked the catalyst, had a good catalyst, and this is why you've got to be careful pre-market. As soon as it broke below the VWAP, I thought, no, this isn't looking good, I'm getting out. But that cost me 1,800 bucks. That's why I'm down 700 bucks on the day at the moment, because this effectively pump and dump. Whether that news is false or not, I don't know, but that's just a classic pump and dump pattern. They move up, move down to break lows. But we're breaking highs with Munich now. So my next entry will be $0.75 break off. I got it at 78. Like I said, I wanted to break the quarter, half, and whole dollars are very psychological levels in trading, particularly for retail traders. It's where you find people put the stop losses. It's where you find people have put their limit buy orders. Where are you seeing that? I'm not seeing that on my level 2. I want to go up to. I've got up to 650, but 677. 577 is what I've got here. It's 578. So I'm not seeing. Why? But Mimi, I don't know what you've got a much more comprehensive level 2 than I have, it seems. I'm only going up to like 77 here on my level 2. Fair play. I don't, what platform are you using, Tamimi? Ah, right. Okay. Okay. So you're not you look. Okay. I'm just looking at the level 2 on my on the montage here. High of day currently is 78. Just happens to be where our entry is. I'm getting good at picking these highs of days for reversals. Testing it again. Yeah, I saw that. Bit of a double top type setup on Sober Safe, but it's only just at $3, so it's kind of bouncing at the whole dollar level, but it was a big move. Alright, we just broke the high of day 79 there, so we're still making highs. 79 was the new high of day on that last candle. So we've got 35 minutes to the bell. Snti trying to make a comeback after its move up and then complete sell-off to move back up again. That's Snti Bioscience trying to make a comeback. I want to see this test $6. I know there's a bit of a seller wall there, but I want to see it test $6. Got a bit of a cushion to play with here. The overall market is just ranging sideways. I've not talked about this, the S&P 500 or the Nasdaq, just sideways since Friday. Not really done anything at all. Slightly green at the moment, but only just. Nasdaq slightly red. Like I say, just ranging sideways. I don't think it is. Yes, you tend to get. The thing is with that to me, if you're going short, it's going to cost you more. First and foremost, not all stocks are shortable, and there are some that are on the short sale. If they're on short sale restriction, then it makes it more difficult to go short in the first place. You have to set limit orders that the market comes back to comes back for. And then the problem with buying on the selling on the uptick is that if it's selling on the uptick, is it reversing, or there's all kinds of issues with that. So shorting is not easier. Do the moves tend to be a bit more volatile? I think you can get bigger moves to the downside than you can to the upside. Why? Because let's face it, fear is a stronger emotion than greed. So you're always going to get people, taking profits regularly at regular portions on the upside as you move up. When you're shorting, people will just keep selling, and then people will panic as well. Fear will more other people to short as well. Which level? Oh. Yeah, she said she was using the depth of market on interactive there, Paul. Yeah, a lot of the gap and go stocks will go down after lunch, but likewise, a lot of the inversely, a lot of the stocks that sell off first thing will find a bounce after lunch. So the market tends to mirror. I personally don't think there's any particular difference in difficulty between going long and going short. I think the strategies are very similar, they're just inverse. So you still need the volume, you still need the volatility to make profits from either of them. I think when you're talking about extended stocks to the upside, you've very often got a better chance of going short as opposed to extended stocks to the downside and then looking for a reversal to go long. I think is a bit riskier than going long with extended stocks to the upside. So if you're playing reversal strategies, I think short reversal strategies are probably better than long reversals, are more reliable than long reversals. But overall, there's not much difference in terms of difficulty between the two. It's just going to cost you more to go short. You've got locate fees, you've got borrow fees, you've got Snti Bioscience is really starting to make a move up now. Testing $5 again. That's Snti Bioscience. Yes and no, Lexter. So there's a couple of reasons why I go for the lower float, low cap stocks. It's because of volatility. You get bigger percentage moves. So if I go for a mid or high cap stock, then whilst I can afford it with a larger account, the percentage moves are going to be smaller. So, and because the price of the stock is more, I have to take a smaller size with the same, with the same kind of, for the same kind of. If I take 5,000 shares of AMD, for example, I'm talking, we're talking like $500,000 worth of equity position there. It's only going to move 5%, realistically speaking, on any given day. But 5,000 shares of AMD, the dollar value of move will be a lot higher. So it might move $20, might move $10. Whereas one of these smaller stocks, they'll move $5 and it's moved 150%. Whereas the likelihood of me taking a 5,000 share position on AMD, when the stock price is what, a couple of $100, you're talking $1 million in equity position there. It's just not realistic. So if I say that I've got $500,000 worth of buying, well, 400K's worth of buying power, at the moment, I'm not using it all. No, it's all about what works with your strategy. If you've got appetite for risk, well, I started off with like a kind of 100 shares, 250, 500. 500. When I first started off, 500 shares was probably my maximum position, and then I scaled up. I was looking at like 200, 300, 500. End up being 1,000 shares would be my max position. Then scale up again, and like 2,500 shares, 3,000 shares max position, whatever, and just slowly and surely scale up, adjust the numbers, adjust the quantities on your hot buttons, on your montage and things, and do it that way. Yeah, Miami, I'm using limit orders. Market orders don't work pre-market. For market orders, you need a market to execute in. So you have to, in order to trade pre-market, you have to set your hotkeys and hot buttons or whatever for limit orders only. That's why stop losses don't work in the pre-market, unfortunately. So the VWAP is at 38. I'm looking for ideally a little bit of a bounce on the VWAP. Add to the position average down. Break a VWAP exit. Quite a bit of a sell-off on the stocks that were moving up now that I was watching. Sober Safe. What's Nuro doing? That's sold off as well. Snti's pulled back. NTX moved up on low volume. Wipro, old partner of mine from my technology days. Is at 55, the 9's at 53, VWAP's at 69. Oh no, that's the 200. It's VWAP's at 38. So for those of you that don't know, today's Columbus Day. So it is a federal holiday in the US. A lot of places are closed, banks are closed, but it's not a market holiday. So the market's not closed. Any financial institution other than banks will still be open. So hedge funds, market makers, all of that. You can set one, Eddie. If you want to change it, you assign one exactly. If there isn't one by default, you can assign one. Not a problem. I've got a hotkey that connects me straight to my montage, because I've got hotkeys that only work if I'm actually on my montage. So I've got another hotkey that connects me straight to my montage. So you can, if you want to, switch between tabs, you just assign one. Just have a look at the hotkey file. Just have a look at my hotkey file and in Notepad. Just there's a whole bunch of scripts there that I don't use, but kind of came as default. Just have a look at the hotkey file in Notepad just to see if there's one in there already assigned. Well, it wouldn't surprise me because we're getting, if you look at Sober Safe right now, had the move up, quite a volatile move up, a bit of a double top, pull back, and now we're getting a bit of a double bottom. So if it breaks above the VWAP now, it could go back up and break the highs. So I would watch for, look for the VWAP end, you know, an entry on the break of the VWAP. Not signal, I'm not giving, that's not financial advice, I'm just saying what I'm seeing on the chart, how I would trade that. That's not financial advice. Don't sue me. Not a financial advisor. I'm looking for the break of 550 for the move back up here. So I just got in at 54. I've got 20 minutes to the bell. 20 minutes to the open. The high of that candle on the 5 is 54. Well, 55 is what I'm looking for. I know this is a little bit slow going, but it is pre-market, so the liquidity is not. Oh, top shipping's making an entrance now. Just moved 5% up on the down, low volume. So I'll watch for that at the bell. Made some good moves last week after the open. That's top shipping. DOPS. I have this candle on the 5 is 50. VWAP is just over 38. Relative volume, I look at daily because you can't, you're not going to get a good true. Each chart's going to be different, but you're not going to get a true valuation across the board in terms of what the relative. Now, of course, I do look at volume, current volume, but that's not relative volume. So I'm looking at, you know, is it quite liquid at the moment? But I'm also looking at it is across the day. Is it trading? Are there more people trading it than usual? So relative volume is that based on the last 90 days, last 3 months or so, is today on a daily basis being traded, this stock being traded more than it normally would be? And if the answer is yes, by a sum of 2 or 3 times, then that's good relative volume. Now, of course, across the course of the day, you're going to get periods where there's no volume at all, and then you're going to get periods of excessive volume. But you can get that on a quiet day as well as on a good day. So this is looking a bit weak right now. We're in for 2,500 on the unrealized gains because we've averaged our bound for a bounce on the VWAP. And we've got the new high here. Made a new high, but it didn't break out like we expected. So we're getting a bit of a flat bottom. Downwards trending, a downwards wedge into a flat bottom is very bearish. It usually breaks downwards, so I'm expecting this to break the VWAP now. So that's my cue to exit right now is if it breaks the VWAP. If it does reclaim and make a move back up, great, that's what we're looking for. But now I've got this flat bottom at kind of just above 540. So 540 VWAP pretty much confluencing at the same place. So we've not had a new high on the, there we go, not quite. We need 55 for a new high on the 5 minute. And that might give us that bull flag that we're looking for that takes us back up. So my average cost is 66. Again, I tend to agree with you on that one, Tanimi. On the 1 minute, on average trading per minute, if it's, I will trade less than 100,000, but after the bell, if it's not trading 100,000, particularly in that first hour, 100,000 shares a minute, then the likelihood is it's probably not. It's not got the liquidity that you want for, you know, reliable breakouts. And ultimately, that's what we're looking for, is reliable breakouts. Yes, we want the range, but there's no point having a range if there's no breakouts to complete the range. And again, likewise, there's no point having a breakout if it doesn't follow through. So we're looking for volatility as well as the volume. The volume and liquidity combined together give us that volatility in the moves that we can take advantage of. But it's the if we're not getting the volume, the reliability of the breakouts becomes questionable. Oh, we've got quarter of an hour before the bell. 15 minutes if you're in America. Yeah, well, I'm not too worried about 575 right now. And the thing is with that is those orders are placed, and a lot of those orders will move, or they'll be cancelled, or whatever the scenario may be, particularly when the bell comes in. So why am I trading in Munich? Well, the answer is quite simple. Munich has announced they've got $60 million worth of oversubscribed private placed equity financing, or PIPE financing. That's why it's moving up. That's the catalyst. It's not a micro. What I would class as a micro float. My definition of a micro float is less than 10 million shares. This is close to 30 million. Not quite 30 million, but close to 30 million shares in float. Hammer candles are bullish. Just remember that. Excuse me. Yeah, the market makers often place orders for rebalancing, actually. So it's a zero-sum market, but the market makers have to take the opposite position for that you want to take, and sometimes it doesn't balance out. You'll get more buys than sells, and vice versa. And so at the end of the day, you get that rebalancing taking place. It's usually you get some of that at 8 a.m. every morning. You get a lot of algorithmic rebalancing, what I call the 8 o'clock scrum. You get a whole bunch of, and you'll see it on your charts very often. You see a bunch of spikes. It doesn't affect the price, but it shows up on the chart as price action, and it's not, which is algorithmic rebalancing. So I just took some off there just in case it continues to break the VWAP, which puts us down on the day on this ticker as well. And I will get out if it breaks a low. Yeah, it's extremely noticeable. Oh, someone with a catchy name is sending me roses, flirting with me. My girlfriend won't like that. This is looking decidedly weak right now. 560 and it will be strong again, but we've got 9 minutes, 8 minutes to the bell. 8.5. Trying to say I need to work. Actually, I do need to start working out more. Started a new workout routine on Saturday, and guess what I did on Sunday with it? Nothing. Which is typical. I wouldn't mind. I wasn't even stiff after Saturday's workout, so that probably suggests it wasn't hard enough for me. I just lazy. Didn't do anything on Sunday. Watched the football. Very disappointing. Yeah, I mentor pretty much everybody on the day trade with Tony course, whether that's one-to-one or one-to-many. That's part and parcel of that. But if you want, I'm open to do one-to-one coaching as well. It's probably better just to take the course if truth be known, and you'll get access to the private Discord where I'm kind of mentoring everybody anyway. Rest days, yeah. After one day, start my new exercise routine, my new workout routine. After one day, I need rest day. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, Tom. Well, Nereus, that looks like that could be a good game. Arsenal are the real deal this year. I'm very surprised. I don't think they'll last. I mean, after the World Cup, I think they'll go to pot. But I mean, at the moment, they're the real deal. There's a difference between we're gonna have to get out here, I think. There's a difference between putting in a challenge and sustaining a challenge, and if there's anything, let me just get out there. If there's anything I've learned from Arsenal over the last 10 years, is that sustaining a challenge isn't their strong forte. So let's see what happens. I might be wrong, but I can't. Yeah, so just so catching them, just go into my profile, the link tree, the second link down, and get on that, and I'm happy to help you out directly. I'll just give me a second bio break before the bell. Didn't kill. I don't know about only Liverpool can compete, but they're just off the form at the moment, and they'll probably come good after the World Cup, which starts next month actually. But they're too far off. I think Liverpool, they're going to be ones to watch for the cup competitions this year, possibly even Champions League. But when you've got the Terminator up front, literally, how do you stop City this year? That guy, stop. Haaland is a real machine. Have you seen there's been a petition, and how many millions of people have signed it to get him deported because he's a robot? Sorry, same thing, but you're obviously not a Liverpool supporter. You can't say that about Mo. He's given so much. He's been the top scorer for the club since he arrived, and consistently the top scorer in the Premier League or the top two. If he's not been the top scorer, Golden Boot winner, he's been runner-up to it. So you can't say Mo needs to go because the team's not performing. He's just not. I mean, he was Golden Boot winner last season, for crying out loud. So you can't say Mo Salah needs to go because the team's not performing. That's not. He's been asked to perform in a different role this season, for one, and secondly, it's a team game, not an individual. United are not going to get back in 2 or 3 years. I'm sorry, Neris. If you're a United supporter, or all United supporters out there, United ship sailed. They need an overhaul from the grassroots up. They're struggling to get top 4. I mean, Liverpool are struggling to get top 4 at the minute, but Newcastle. So I'd say in the next 2-3 years, it's going to be City, Newcastle, Chelsea possibly, and another. That's what the top 4 is going to look like. It's all about money now. I think everybody needs a Haaland, don't they? Same thing. What was the somebody suggested that they're bringing a new rule for the World Cup where any team can substitute Haaland on at any point in time. So they play the Haaland card and they parachute him onto the team or something from wherever he is, and parachute drop Haaland into the squad, whichever squad you're on. So whichever team you're in, you could be New Zealand playing against Argentina. You drop Haaland in to play up front for New Zealand for 40 minutes. Yeah, I've just switched to Sober Safe here now. But we're just literally 2 minutes from the bell, so I'm not jumping into a trade right now. Hey, look, Alistair, you've got the money behind you. It's going to take a while to actually get there because of financial fair play rules, which City don't seem to have much problem beating, but flaunting the rules, whatever. Man City and PSG have been, ignoring their financial fair play rules for the last 10 years. So I don't see why you can't do it as well, Newcastle. It's not why does nobody respect Arsenal. Everybody respects Arsenal. I mean, under Wenger, let's face it, the way they treated Wenger at the end was horrible. But Arsenal have got this inconsistency. They've always been able to play good football, but it's the consistency. But what I'm seeing here is an inverse head and shoulders here. There's one shoulder, there's one head, and there's the other shoulder, which is a very, very reliable pattern. So if you're on this, good luck. It's looking bullish. Shoulder, head, second shoulder. I take it you're an Arsenal fan there, Neville. Right, a season ticket holder, yeah. A good friend of mine used to work for me, was such a passionate gooner. And I went watching the Europa League final against Chelsea with him, and he was in tears almost. The guy was gutted. I'm like, what did he do? I think it was more because it was Chelsea they lost to than anything. The only thing worse than that, losing to Chelsea in the final, would have been losing to Spurs in the final. I'm looking for some spikes up. Let's see. Empty halted. Yeah. Halted to the upside, but no volume. I can't trade that. Will we get a comeback on SC Pharmaceuticals or not? That could be interesting. This could be interesting on the move up. Seeing Sober Safe moving up 350s, testing 350. Let the opening range candles form, and then so Sober Safe breaking highs now. Just broke pre-market highs. So where is it? Sober Safe, just breaking pre-market highs. I'm with the stocks this priced. I don't get no leverage. So the most I'm going to take is, I suppose I could take 20. Get off my channel. Go and advertise your porn sites elsewhere. Alright. I'm watching Sober Safe up at 340s. Watching Nuro, kind of pulling back a little bit. AMV, traded AMV on Friday, very well. Let's have a quick look at AMV. I think it's halted to the upside, yeah. Oh, not enough volume yet for trading AMV, but that could come good. Look at that. Question there is 1980 is what it's at. Yeah, it looks like that's going to work pretty sideways. So a bit of a flag formation here on Sober Safe. Lower highs, lower lows, downwards channel. Often referred to as a bull flag. Tends to break upwards. But I'm still watching Munich's. I'm watching Nuro. Watching top shipping, Neurometrics. Oh, we're going to get a break at the high on Sober Safe. We did. Ah, that was terrible. Only got 50 bucks I got on that move. That's terrible. Just put a 10-cent trailing stop in place. Worst case scenario is I lose 50 bucks to scratch trade. Yeah, no, it's not halted. Oh, SCPH again. No, I was going to say it's not halted though. After what just happened with me on this one, probably won't look at this until it goes green on the day. $5. If it gets over $5, I'm interested. So this is moving up. I've got a 10-cent trailing stop in place. So right now my stop is 1 cent above my entry price. So, well, now I've made 4 cents on the share so far. So it's moving up. If it's moving up, I've got 10 cents. There we go, stopped out. So $400. That's the first $400 green of the day. And tops. Not really volatile enough. Volume's just not there. Sober Safe seems to be the momentum stock at the moment. You're going to chase this. Wait for a pullback before you get in. So the wider market's just break even on the day at the moment. Sold off. First 15-minute candle's red at the moment, but it's break even on the day. Well, this is Nice pullback. 72. Looking for the break of highs. 75. Looking for that break of 75. And a bit of resistance up there. Coiling under 75. Yeah, AMV was halted, but it's very low volume, Lexter. I wouldn't touch AMV right now until the volume comes in. It was not bad to trade on Friday, but the volume at the moment makes it very, or lack of volume at the moment makes it very dangerous. Right, well, you better bounce on the $0.50, making me look silly right now. Always the case when you get greedy. Well, hammer candles are bullish, provided that they finish as hammer candles. Grunting and snoring is not me. I know the stream can be a little bit boring if there's nothing happening, but that's my chow chow. She's not had her treat yet. Somebody let me know in the TikTok stream, what's the like count at the moment? Is it chow treat time, or is it we still have to wait? Do we have to get the likes up to 3,000? Where are we on the like count? Have we all pressed the thumbs up button on YouTube, by the way? Just smash that thumbs up button. It really helps. Just pushes it out to more people if as a suggested stream. So it really helps. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, why have you not subscribed to the channel yet? I mean, come on, you're enjoying the content. Oh, we're not even at 3,000 yet, Alistair. That's shocking. Where are we? 44 and 24. To break highs. Just testing the highs. I don't want it to test highs, I want to break highs. It's a bloody double top otherwise. No, I don't want to be breaking lows. Come on, Sober Safe, do your job. There's a bit of a double bottom. Devil horns in reverse. Okay, then she needs feeding after this trade then. I won't wake her up just yet. Am I going viral? I would be if it was 30,000 likes, but and 3,000 viewers, but yeah, look, we'll aspire, Tom. We'll aspire. Got a decent amount of people on the old tube of you, but you all need to smash that thumbs up button, guys. Let's see if we can't break those highs this time. 74 is the high of day. We need to get over that $0.75 level. Sober Safe. We've had our first red candle of the day on the 5-minute. Let's get up to $4. Would be nice. Lovely big hammer candle on the Munichs, down at $5 ish. Not seeing a huge amount of volatility at the moment in terms of alternative things to trade with this. Oh, what you're on about? This is Ralph Lauren. Say Ralph Lauren, not Ralph Lauren, because it's Ralph Lauren but with an A, because you know you buy it off Pat Pon Market in Bangkok. It's not the same thing. I actually bought it from the I think I got these from the Ralph Lauren outlet in Miami. That's one thing about going traveling to the US. I'm not a big fan of traveling to the US for a number of reasons, but one of the advantages is that you know, outlet stores over there, the designer brands and stuff, are like next to nothing in comparison to over here. Turkey? Yeah, they don't last though. That's the problem with the Turkish ones. They look good and they're usually fairly well, you know, well presented, but they don't last. Bags wise, I think my ex-wife got a knockoff Gucci bag. I think it was a Gucci. Might be Dolce. It was either Gucci or Dolce. What one of the two? She got a bag and it lasted about 3 months after we got back. Oh, well, man, the way she was treating it, the actual legitimate one probably wouldn't have lasted much longer. This isn't looking very bullish to me. 350. And who pays like $3 for a handbag? $6 for a tote. I mean, why? It's for putting stuff in. Get a little bag for for 50 cents. Genuine fake Omegas. How could it be genuine and fake at the same time there, Tommy? I like Omega, actually. Yeah, mine's Omega, actually, that I'm wearing today. Funnily enough. Mine's a genuine though, not a genuine fake. Yeah, broke the view up. I'm out. Okay, not going my way. The market's just not there at the moment. Let's have a look. And Novavax. Looking quite bullish, Novavax. Had a big sell-off on Friday. We're back from that now. Hang on a minute. Let's see if we can't make some headway with this. Okay, well, fuck up my buying power. Yeah, okay. Is it a catalyst? Let's give this dog a treat. First. No, you woke up for that, didn't you? Here you go. Stand up for it. There you go. That's a good girl. Here, you can have the straps. That's the last one in the bag as well. There you go. Have them off the floor. There you go. Novavax and SK Bioscience file post-approval change application in South Korea for Novoxovid COVID-19 vaccines, a booster for adults aged 18 and over. So that's the catalyst driving Novavax up. Okay, so will we get a break of 1830? That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, we don't get an Asda here. Dunstores, Tesco's maybe. To be fair though, the Lidl stroke Aldi bags are better. The bag for life, they genuinely are bloody for life. They'll last longer than cockroaches, those bags. Is Sober Safe now moving back up? Yeah, no, not really. A lot of fake outs and stuff. Yeah, that was a bit of a bull trap. This big sell-off there, and the bull trap. there's not a lot moving right now that's worth taking a look at. This is 1806. You bounce at $18. Needs to hold $18. She's all good now. Yeah, she got an extended. Last week I took her back. She got the anti-inflammatories, and they just extended the antibiotics for another week. So she's fine though. Waitrose, man. Oh yeah, really. Sainsbury's. I was a student who went to Sainsbury's quite a lot, just because it was like the only big supermarket in the town. But that's besides the point. You scared the life out of me then, Miyako. Well, looks like it's shaping up for a red day at the moment. Not a lot of volatility. The big movers kind of pulling back a little bit. No, actually, sober safe just made up back up to 367 and then sold off and broke new lows. Well, this is sober safe. That's about that for a fake out. So I got out here for the break of the VWAP. It then started to climb, got up to 367, and now it's breaking lows. That flush there was people probably averaged down at like the VWAP for a VWAP bounce, and then as soon as it got over 360, like. I get a bounce here actually. Right at the bottom. No. Big sell-off, not working. What did AMV do on resumption of the halt? The volatility, sorry, the volume did come in a little bit. Again, it's the thing is with AMV, it's not one of those stocks. It's not going to have the biggest volume, and you really need a bigger account to trade it as well, because most brokerages won't give you leverage on AMV. Aapl motor vehicles. It is, so I've got leverage on this. Maybe I'll go for it. Let's see if it goes 22 back above the VWAP. I might be interested in that. Top shipping. Nah. Volume's way too low. I was looking at Novavax, but it just pulling back, so a bit of a fake out move. I was waiting for for this move, but it's pulling. It's going through a bit of a consolidation. Needs to hold $18 really, but it's just below $18 at the moment. So that $18 area, $18 range needs to hold that. We've got resistance at $18 previously. On Friday, Novavax is due a bounce actually. I mean, it's down at lows. This was a big stock just earlier in the year. This was up at like $140 a share. January, turn of the year, the whole COVID still going on, it was $140 a share. I'll have a look at that for you, Glenn. Yeah. 377. So this is Pineapple Energy, moved up well this last couple of days, then pulled, you know, didn't have more of a consolidation day on Friday. Gets above $4, I could be interested. Just about to go, it's just gone green on the day. $1.2 million shares traded today. My goodness. That's Old Chestnut. Is that not died a death yet, AMC? At lows for the year, really? Coming off the lows. Trying to come off the lows. Down to 630. Yeah, well, just under 630. Now trying to get back up. So, apes. Get your fingers out. Start buying AMC again. Go and collect your friends that are still holding up at $35. Like that's going to happen. Lufax Holdings. This is 250, moving up well. 10%. Just moved. It's just moved 17% in the last 15 minutes. Off a double bottom. So we're coming off a double bottom, and then the move up. A little bit lower than I like to trade in terms of price. Looks like Novavax finally broke that level. And it's coming back up now. It's not got the volatility though. The moves, you'd expect something like $18 stock to have a bigger ATR than 17 cents. Alright, okay. So we lost 1700 on this earlier. AMV's halted again to the downside this time. So it did have an upwards halt. I think it was it here? A 10-minute halt here. So virtually no volume there, but 10-minute halt here. It gapped up on its move up. Now it's halted to the downside, and it's going to resume. It looks like it's going to resume under $18 right now. So if the resumption's under $18, it's going to resume red on the day. AMV. Novavax. I'm not. On the 5-minute, we've got the, you know, double top on the 5-minute. Devil horns. Not filling me with a great deal of confidence right now to go long on it. If it gets over the 1830, I might be interested, but Novavax, it's due a daily bounce. It's due a good run, but it doesn't typically have big moves. Look at it on the daily. So this needs to break 1830. So the current high of day is 1829 twice. And that's the devil horns on the 5 minute, which is, you know, the double top. Kind of a bearish signal. Aapl also moving up with AMC. 208. If Nuro can break the VWAP, that could be interesting. Snti Bioscience looks dead. That's going red on the day. Let's have a look. One of the most traded stocks today so far. Peloton's up there. Novavax. Yeah, there's not a lot of movement right now. What you're going to do? Not a lot to trade to the upside. Maybe look at shorting something if it looks. I mean, sober safe is looking really weak at the moment. Is that even shortable? Short sell restriction. Almost look for a bounce there. It broke highs here, so it broke a new high, but I didn't. It's just patience, I think. I'm just going to watch for something to present itself today. Right now, there's nothing presenting itself, so there's no volatility, not enough volatility. I mean, Lu, maybe if you like the smaller price ones, is probably the one that's jumping out right now. But even now, it's consolidating, and these dojis don't fill me with a lot of confidence, even if up at 250s. But that's the momentum stock at the right now. Top shipping. Break highs. We've got 860 high of day. Okay, RG Capital. How's it? I've got 2 words for you, buddy. Bullshit. But I'm glad that people like that are coming into my stream. Obviously, I'm making enough waves that they think you know, that they can scam people. But anybody that tells you they've got a 99% success rate, or you make 99% profit on every trade, quite frankly, you know that they're scammers, because that doesn't happen. Even the best traders lose money. Even the best traders, you know, there's no such thing as a 100% success rate. You know, I'm a profitable trader. I'm a very profitable trader, and one of the few. So I'm in the top echelons of traders. Which reminds me, if you want to put me to the test, you can do that, because the World Series of Day Trading is coming up next week. Funnily enough, so Tuesday from the 18th to the 25th. Check it out. First link in the bio. First link in the description. First link in the link tree. The World Series of Day Trading. If you're not on it, get on it. It's free. It's free to enter, and there's over $50,000 worth of prizes to be had from the guys over at TradeNet. And it's really good. If you're an experienced trader, you have a chance of making the prize money. So there's over 100 prizes to be had. if you're not an experienced trader, it's a good chance to actually get on a platform with live data and test your metal for free. So either which way, it's, you know, get on it. World Series of Day Trade. Yeah, so I think RG Capital, if you're that good, get on the old World Series of Day Trading next week, and we'll see how good you are. The word bullcrap springs to mind. I mean, I've got a very good trade accuracy, which is about 68% in terms of trade selection. Not today, I'm 100% red today, and I'm about 2 to 1 on the risk-reward ratios as well in terms of profit versus loss. So those are very good statistics. If people are coming in and telling you that they've got better statistics than that, tell them to prove it before you part with your hard-earned cash, because the likelihood is they can't. Yeah, it's there's been no sustain. That's the problem, Captain. There's been moves, but when they broke out, they've not sustained. So you get green on the trade, and then you try and move for, you know, go for the continuation. You go for a bigger size on the continuation, and it just reverses. That's just no continue. We're getting a nice little cup and handle here on tops. There's your cup. There's the pullback. So 850. I'm gonna get it on this 850. Nice little cup and handle. Let's see, does this cup and handle break out? Current high of day, 850, 855 is a flat top. High of day is 860. So that's what I'm waiting for. Break of 860. 875 is what I'm looking for. 20-cent move. Well, you know what to say there, Captain. If it's the worst red day in 2 months, then just knock it on the head and call it a day. Tomorrow's another day. You can make back your gains. There's no harm in finishing the day in drawdown. The thing is, you need to minimize your drawdowns. Yeah, exactly. Just minimize it as best you can. Yeah, just no XRP, Puno. So you don't mean AMTD? Shouldn't we just be buying HKD or AMTD? Is that not what you prefer us to buy? XRP. I am actually buying XRP. I'm not buying it right now, but I'm still bullish on XRP, even though there's a lot of FUD around it, a lot of crap. Do I think it's the best coin out there? Not particularly, but do I think it's a good investment long term? Yeah. Do I think XRP is going to be around in 10 years' time? I think it's probably one of the coins that has a high likelihood. You don't hear much about Dogecoin or Shiba Inu anymore. They'll be gone by the time the next bull run comes along. So 860 is the high of day. tapped it twice now. Coiling under 860, we need to break 860. There we go, looking for 75. No, that's not what I'm looking for, no. This will get bought up. Why did I not have a stop put in place then, like an idiot? But this will get bought up. That was my own fault. Poor risk management. Should have taken profits up at 870. Broke new highs. I was expecting a continuation. Nice cup and handle, and then we got the breakout and it didn't break out, and that's both been happening all day. Megaphone pattern even. I don't like that megaphone pattern on the 5 minute. What crypto should you trade now? Day trading. Lemon squash coin. This is not a crypto channel. Sorry, buddy. AMC, absolutely. I've actually parked my Lambo, my Ferrari, and my Lambo at the back of the AMC cinema. Unfortunately, it got stolen by Aaron. Well, Adam, I've not looked into the fundamentals, so I'm not going to say one thing, one way or the other. But my advice is just look at the balance sheet. If it's losing money, then it's not a good investment. Simple as that. If it's making money, then it's a good investment. And if you're talking about investment, if you're talking long term, you need to be making a good investment. You need to be selecting stocks that are financially sound. Now, just because they have a bad year and they lose money on a given year, that might not be, or a given quarter, that's not necessarily a bad thing. You look at the cash reserves, you look at, are they making money long term? The question there is, do your due diligence, do your fundamental research for long term holdings. I don't like to tell people what to buy and what to sell. From a day trading perspective, AT&T is it's not something I will be trading. It's just not volatile enough. But from a long-term investment, I'm not investing in it either. It's probably, for me, it's a very competitive market, and they're not offering a USP right now. Personally, you know, a lot of these comms companies are just losing money hand over fist. So you look at the EPS, and it's not great. the debt to earnings is just look at the balance sheet. I mean, you can pick up the balance sheet out off Benzinga, off the last earnings report. Yeah, if you focus on blue chips, you know, P&G, good one. Nvidia, I like Nvidia long term, just having problems at the moment. In fact, a lot of the tech stocks are having problems at the moment because of the shortage in chips and stuff, the supply shortage, which AMD and Nvidia are exacerbating. Intel. Long term, if you just want safe bets, just stick your money in the SPY and keep dollar cost averaging. SPY is an ETF or a similar ETF, the Qs or whatever. And it's an ETF that tracks the market. Now, typically a bear market lasts approximately 15 months. A little over a year is what a bear market will last, which is kind of what I'm anticipating this day. So we probably will reach the end of this bear market by March, April next year, and we'll start entering another bull run. Now, I'm not saying that the bull run, the next bull market will be as long as the last one, which lasted for over 10 years, but typically it lasts a damn sight longer than a bear market does. I don't know, for one thing, making money in the bear market's not as easy as it is making it in a bull market. Last year was, although I'm going to make more money this year, I'm on track to make more money this year, it's just not been as easy. Got to take more risks. Be a bit more aggressive. I'm just holding this to move back up. If we get a move back up. This could be a big red day for me if this doesn't move back up. $8 is my cutoff. In fact, I might as well put that stop in place right now, hadn't I? At least the market makers have got something to hunt. 802. And normally this is more risk than I'd like to take, but I just got caught in that algo flush, so unfortunately I didn't have a stop in place, and I was caught like a deer in the headlights, so I bought the dip. And I'm looking for a move up. I'm having an off day. I had an off day on Friday up until I traded AMV. Now, if did I post the AMV trade on TikTok? I'm not sure I did, but I think I did. Let me just have a quick look. Did I post it on TikTok? Yeah, I did. I posted the AMV trade on TikTok. So if you're it's a 14.5k trade. So if you didn't see that on Friday, because it was the very next trade I took after finishing the live stream. If you didn't see that on Friday, go and check that out go into my bio and scroll down. What I'm starting to do now is posting a whole bunch of different trades that I've taken over the last few months as kind of trade recaps, really, on in my videos section. I mean, let me know your thoughts. If put comments in the comment section if you're enjoying that kind of stuff. If you want me to continue. Yeah, it's it was a 13k day on Friday, but I was like 2k down, so it was like 14.5k trade from AMV, which got me to the 13k. I had a couple of other trades as well. One was on tops. So I've gone big size here with tops because, well, quite frankly, I can do. Got a bigger account now, as of last week. I'm not seeing any big sell walls either, and on the ask. No big sellers. A couple of hundred here, a couple of thousand there. I think people are just waiting. There's a big buyer at $8, which is why I've got my stop. Well, 802. I wanted it at 8. There's a big buyer at $8. I'll put it at 99. Just saw him looking to buy 10,000 shares at $8. So a little bit of a support there at the whole dollar. What indicator you got the volume? What? Oh, right. Okay. So you got the I've got the volume bars. Are you asking what indicator this line is going through the volume bars, super chip? If you're asking, if that's what you're asking, that's the average true range. ATR, which currently is sitting at about 15 cents, just shy of 15 cents. Yeah, I think I'm done after this trade anyway. We're at 25 past the hour. Oh, 10:25 market time. So let's have a quick look. Okay. Looking at the like count on YouTube, and you guys haven't given me many likes. But compared to what less than 50% of the people watching on YouTube have given me likes, so they don't like me. So there's a big seller at 825. A big seller at 825. Trying to sell like 12,500 shares. Okay, so let's take a look at these statistics, shall we? Okay, that's on the tube. Let's go to this one. Okay, so these are my statistics for October. I mean, we've got the whole year at the minute up here. So October for last week, we've only had 1 week, but 5 green days in a row. Prior to that, we had September, so we had 6 green days in a row as a streak at the moment. It's looking like it's going to get tested today, so we'll see where we're at. If I look at detailed results for the year so far, we're very close to the $1 million mark for the year, gross that is. So if we got 25k today, we'd be over $1 million, but we'd have $1 million in gross profit. So that would be a great start to the month if we manage to get that. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case, but we'll see. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, you want to learn how to trade, check out the Trade with Tony. Learn to trade the exact strategies and techniques that I trade. So mentorship, private Discord community, all that kind of carry on. This is the Day Trade with Tony. It's Introduction to Trading is a lecture that you can actually watch right now on YouTube for free. So it's a 60-minute lecture, an hour-long lecture, just over an hour-long lecture there. Go check it out for free if you like my teaching style. If you like that and you want to learn more, by all means jump on the course. The rest of the syllabus is here. These links, by the way, these links are in the description if you're on YouTube. So it's 140, 150 quid a month, whatever it is, depending where you're based. And if you want to know how profitable I am, just scroll to the bottom. I've got my trader view statistic, which is just what I was talking about, plus my broker reports for the first 6 months of the year. I will be updating that with there's up to September as well, so the next 3 months. So it'll be the middle 6 months of the year. I'll be updating that probably this coming weekend. Actually, I've just not got round to doing it. I've been a bit lazy this last couple of weeks. So yeah, if you want to learn how to trade, I'm happy to teach you. I'm happy to mentor you, and just get on the Day Trade with Tony course. I was talking about the World Series of Day Trading. The World Series of Day Trading is a competition. It's the first link in the description, first link in my link tree, which is in my bio on TikTok as well. It's a competition that takes place next week from the 18th to 25th. So the 18th is a Tuesday. So we just got stopped out on top shipping. But next week from the 18th to the 25th, we've got the World Series of Day Trading, and there's over $50,000 worth of prizes. The rules are quite simple. 7 days of trading. You must trade for at least 4 of those, actively trade in at least 4 of those to show a level of consistency. You're given $240,000 of buying power to start off with. And if you fall below 230,000, you're eliminated from the competition. There's no holding overnight. It's intraday trading only. It's stocks and equities. There's no indices or forex or crypto or other instruments. It's stocks and equities only. It's the person that makes the most profits wins. It's that simple. Bastard. Stop hunting. Look at that. Just goes to show. So yeah, Day Trade with Tony. If you want to find the stocks that I use to trade, Benzinga. That's Benzinga. Go check that out. Try it out for free for 14 days. And yeah, check out what's just happened. I got stopped out, and then look at that. I mean, shocking. Came, hunted, stopped me out, and I was below $8, and it's gone up to 870s. That's just typical. There's your cup and handle as well. So I can't do anything but laugh at that. That is just horrendous. What you're gonna do? So we've got 30 cent. I could have had 30 cents. I could have got what? $6 grand off that. Instead, I'm down 10. There you go. Anyway, these things are sent to try us, and try us they do. So yeah. Ah, you've got to laugh. If you don't laugh, you cry. But yeah, guys, check out the World Series of Day Trading. I was absolutely right with my trade plan there. I just put my stop too close. That's all. I put it 1 cent under the buy wall that was acting as support. And if I look at that candle, it's it went to, I should have put it at 790. But hey, look, hindsight, would all be the best trader in the world. So I got stopped out here and it went on and mooned up to $9. So go figure. But okay, look, it's what happens. And sometimes a red day is all you can suffer. So I'm going to walk the dog. I'm going to walk this off. I'm going to watch this a little bit longer, then I'll walk the dog. I'll end the stream here, and you guys have yourself a profitable day. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.